Hey, it's Dr. Jeremy. I'm going to talk about something really convicting today. Not just for you, but probably for myself as well, because I can fall into the habit of making excuses. So are you someone who constantly makes excuses? And I'm not asking, are they valid excuses? Are they not valid excuses? Are you just a person who makes a lot of excuses? And I've worked with healthcare clients and weight loss patients for 14 years now. And you can imagine in the weight loss industry, I get to hear the craziest excuses. There's a lot of valid excuses that will happen to all of us from time to time, and why we can't work out, eat healthy, and drink more water, and like whatever it may be. But the amount of crazy excuses I hear on a regular basis like blows my mind. And a lot of times it's hilarious and it brightens up my day at their expense. But excuses, I want to talk about these. And when I meet with clients, I get a feel pretty quickly for why they have or haven't hit health goals. But I hear a lot of people compare themselves to others that don't have as many kids, or somebody else that doesn't have any kids, and they don't have a spouse, and they feel like, well, of course they have time to look good. You know, they look amazing, but of course they have time to look amazing because they work 20 hours a week. I'm working 50 hours a week. They have no kids to take care of. They have no spouse to entertain, or a lot of times our spouses can act like children. We all know that. But they have all this time in the world. I wish I had that time. If I did, I would look as good as them. But on the flip side, you have other people that have multiple children. They have spouses that act like children. They have jobs that are greater than 40 hours a week, yet they hit their health goals, they hit their weight loss goals, and it comes down to time management. Are you being wise? Are you being a good steward of the time that's given to you? Because we all get the same amount of time in the day. We hear this cliche all the time. We all get 24 hours a day. This is really true though, and it's how we are allocating the time that we have to accomplish what needs to be done. Yes, we want to provide for the kids. We want to make sure they're fed well. We want to make sure we get them to school on time, pick them up from school, get them to bed in time, spend time with them, spend time with our spouses. But a lot of times we put ourselves as the last priority on the list, and we usually don't get to it. And what we have found over the years, and what we've seen over the years, and what research shows, is that when you start making yourself a priority, the more you take care of yourself, the better you can take care of those around you, and typically the more energy that you're going to have, because you can either snowball in the wrong direction and become more tired and being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it just builds and builds and builds. Or you can snowball in the right direction and start taking some action steps to build more muscle mass, increase your metabolism, which then helps increase your energy, which then helps you sleep better at night, which then helps with intimacy or problems in the bedroom. And there's a lot of other benefits that this rolls into. Better self-esteem, you act better at work, you start making more money because you're more positive. We can snowball in two different directions very, very quickly. So what I encourage people to do is to pull out your old school paper calendar if you have one, or pull out your smartphone, pull up Google Calendar, and look at it. And look at throughout the day, where do I have 30 minutes or 60 minutes where I can have one-on-one time to go on a walk, to go sit in a sauna, to go to the gym, to cycle, to swim. It doesn't have to be a specific recommended workout. Find something that you truly enjoy doing that involves moving and being active, and do it. Because if it's something that you enjoy, you're most likely going to be consistent with it. Now, maybe you're looking at your schedule and there's literally nowhere throughout the day where you have time to do anything, because there are schedules that are like that. And if that's the case, I would encourage you need to look at that schedule and start cut something out of there, because you're going to run yourself into the ground. But if it's full, then maybe you need to get up a little bit earlier. So let's say you get up at 6 every day, get up at 5. Maybe get up at 5:30 and go downstairs and use your home gym. Use the resistance bands that you have laying around. Get up an hour early. make time for yourself. Maybe rather than going to bed at 9, you gotta go to bed at 10. Stay up a little bit late to get in a late night workout. Maybe rather than going from work straight home, try to leave work, go to the gym, go cycle, go swim, go sit in the sauna, and then go home. You have to make yourself a priority. And there will be days when there's just no time. I'm not saying this is something that's just gonna happen every day magically, but you need to start making time for yourself and being active. Now, I also wanna talk about nutrition because I get a lot of excuses on why people can't eat healthy. And it applies, same principle applies. There are people in your same circumstances you, if not way worse, yet they're able to eat clean and maintain their goals. I do recommend meal prepping. That's kind of a given, it's common sense, but if you can carve out some time, maybe on a Sunday afternoon after church, wherever it may be, to start throwing some healthy, simple meals together. Don't make them complicated, keep them simple. If you can start meal prepping, you're setting yourself up for success throughout the week. Now, if you really don't have time for meal prepping, there are a lot of fantastic local and online companies that do food preparation, such as Factor Meals. I am not sponsored by Factor, but I really love Factor Meals because they're fresh, they're not frozen. You can order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days worth of meals and they show up on your doorstep every week. And you can throw them in the oven to warm them up. You can put them in the microwave. They're delicious, healthy meals. HelloFresh, and I believe Factor Meals is a HelloFresh company. I could be mistaken on that. But HelloFresh, they deliver all the fresh produce and meats and everything to your doorstep, and then you can cook it as a family and have that time together as a family to learn how to cook, laugh, and have a good time, or maybe kill each other in the kitchen, whichever you guys want to do. We also like HelloFresh, and there are those times where it's like, what a busy, crazy, stressful day, but we're also building memories together as a family and something that's gonna last a lifetime. So I would encourage you, find time in your schedule, even if it's 1 day a week to start with. That could turn into 2 days a week, and then it's 3 days a week, and you start building motivation and you start finding ways to make it happen. So sorry if this is a little blunt or abrasive, but I deal with this on a daily basis, to be expected working in the weight loss industry. But holy smokes, it's been so much fun helping people overcome different objections and hit their goals, and to be living this amazing lifestyle that they never thought they would have. Speaking of all of that, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's because of the viewers of why I get to do this, why I continue to have motivation to do this, because I know I get to help a lot of people take action. I also know I get to piss off a lot of people too, probably. Sorry for that. But really, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching these videos and for helping this channel grow and helping us help so many people. Stay tuned for the next video. I think you're gonna love it. See you then.